co-host here, and we are hosting the amazing Miss Georgina, and we are proud to have you today. Very happy.
Thank you.
We'll do a brief introduction so that you get to know each other. And
Yeah, watumize Ameriki, watumize do PHR.
Hi, I'm Jolade Jemima Aine Babazi, your co-host today, and yeah, also at Moves doing BI.
yeah, so our guest today is Miss Georgina once again, and she'll give us a brief introduction about herself and what she does. She actually does very amazing work.
Okay, thank you for having me. Georgina Mwebaza is my name. On my social, I go by Spicing Homes. I'm an interior decorator, and I niched down to homes. I help you turn your houses into beautiful, comfortable homes that are actually going to help you create beautiful memories. So that's it.
Yeah, and our topic today is how does space influence or impact your mental health? Recently celebrated the World Mental Health Day on 10th October. So it was a nice thing to talk about space because we often underlook it. Yeah, because you can't imagine that what I'm seated on or the environment I'm seated in or what I'm looking at can actually impact the psyche. Yeah, so shall continue from there.
So we'd like to know how the space we live in actually affects our mental health. Like, what is your view about space and then the mental state?
Ah, I'm big on this. I've preached and preached and preached that your space, your home, your living room, because we want to break it down to someone who is getting difficulty understanding what space is, affects your mental health. Imagine moving into a space that is cluttered. You're just you're just seeing items everywhere. You're just seeing a pile of clothes here, books the other side, dirty laundry there, cups and plates. You're going to freeze. Your brain is going to freeze. It's how our brains work. You're going to freeze and you're going to stop thinking. That is how your mental health is going to be affected by that space. So if we live in unpleasant spaces, it communicates to the brain, and over time, you're going to feel stressed, you're going to feel agitated, less productive because of what is around you. And with time, you just see someone is getting a mental breakdown because of what is around them. So it is a big thing. It is a big thing. We might take it lightly, but with time, actually lockdown taught us. It gave us a live example. We're telling you, Banage, your space can affect your mental health, and everyone was like, what is that? Until we got locked down. And every time they'll be like, 21 days more. Everyone will be like, what? But who doesn't want to be at home? But remember, we're only keeping that space at home, the bedroom. You know, your bed is okay, you sleep there. The living room, you don't want to know. But now we had to move from the bedroom in the living room to watch TV with the kids in a messy home, small and cluttered. You're keeping a lot of things that you're not going to use. I know some other people, let me hope not you, have books from high school, senior one, senior two, and someone is not planning on going back to senior one or senior two, but they still have those pile of books, and they're not going to revise them or what. I wish they would just keep like 2 or 3 and have the others disposed of. They can take them to libraries, they accept such books, instead of you keeping them at home and they become clutter.
But you see, we live with these parents.
Yes, who believe you're supposed to keep
Yeah,
record
that
of
you have
what
to
you have
keep.
studied.
Until there's record of a report card, that is something good. But trust me, no one is going to have this kind of report cards.
I've actually just realized because I
You
literally
can't
have a
have.
pile of books and I'm wondering when
Books.
will I ever open them? Like when will I ever use it?
So
So
the parents that was
no, but then when
They
when
don't.
will
They
they
want
want
you
you
to
to
keep
keep everything?
They don't know you've not told them.
Yes, that's actually true.
You've not told them.
That's true.
Because as parents, now they know if you're in senior 2, you'll need senior 1 books. But when you're done with senior 4, you don't need 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take for instance, I still have my P1 book. So I've just sat down and looked through. I'm like wondering, where do I have my nursery books? Where do I have my primary books?
Maybe they're just ignorant about
Yeah, they're just
Yeah,
ignorant.
exactly.
They're just ignorant because report cards, well and good. And lately, what we can do, we can even scan those documents and have a soft copy.
They just don't.
They just don't know. I
think
guess
they need to
you,
be focused.
you have to tell them because you're not going to use those books anymore. If not, pick one book from each class. If you want to keep memories, you pick a book from each class. But remember, you had science, SST, English, math, and then you have term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4.
No.
And then you have to keep
And then we
all
don't
of
have luxury of storage, like a lot of storage of space.
So I would like to ask, how did you come to realize, or has it been a passion within you to like
Decorate
space? Has it been a passion? Did you pick it up with time? Like how did you come to learn in your work, in what you do, and like for how long have you been doing it?
Did passion meet talent?
Okay.
I think passion meets talent. Yeah.
Passion met talent. Okay, I didn't know I was talented until I started practicing. That's the beauty of you starting. If you don't start, you can never know how good you are. So, passion met talent and then resilience because there are a lot of hurdles. I've been practicing for now close to 6 years. But if you're not
Consistent.
understand even
It's
like
actually persevere.
you should have a
Persistent.
even you should have a hard skill. Like you're going to face this and that. People are going to exploit you. You're going to face challenges. You're going to make losses. But how are you staying in business? How are you keeping whatever you want to do? How are you keeping your passion burning and still making some money? Because sometimes we're so passionate about something, but it's not bringing in money. It's just taking out money. You know those passions. Yeah, I like to dress up and look good. But that is a passion that is taking money, it's taking money away from me. So I should get another passion to fuel this.
Oh yes.
Like you're not yielding finance.
Yes. Something to
Yeah,
find.
but still I yield from looking good because you know my kind of business. If I moved into someone's home and I'm not looking exactly how they expect me to look like, you're like, she can't spice her own self, and how is she going to spice my home?
Exactly.
So I should be ready anytime. Move into your home looking exactly how I want to live. So that is also part of what I do. But now I'm going back to the question. How I started, I was a banker after entrepreneurship. Luxurious life, fields and all that. I got married and I needed to be transferred. I couldn't be transferred, so I resigned. When I resigned. Yeah, but my husband had told me I have connections. I'm going to get you another job. And then the other thing is that he was meeting my needs. So I was like, let me leave. But I don't ask you people to just wait for your husband. Please don't.
So you felt like you were less pressured.
But still, the distance between where we were going to start staying and where I was working wasn't it wasn't practical. It wasn't practical at all. So I had to either leave work or force my family to stay where they're not supposed to stay. And it would be really hard on my husband who was should I say the person who was providing, because I don't want to call him soul yet because I was making money, but
You're giving him all the credit.
actually he should take all the credit, but
credit.
yeah, he was providing, and then you're adding another burden so that he can stay somewhere that is really inconveniencing from where he is working. So when I resigned, I became a stay-at-home mom. It's hard when you've been working and then you're transitioning to stay at home. You know,
stay-at-home moms are cool.
stay-at-home moms are cool, but if you put it in your brain that this is what you want, it is cool. It is nice, and it doesn't make you less of a person, because some people have made this decision. Being a mom and raising children is so hard that sometimes you take on that decision to be a stay-at-home mom. Like myself, there are days where I want to work because I want to stay home and be with my children. I know no one else will teach them what I'll teach them. handle them the way I'll handle them. Sometimes they need tough loving, sometimes they need pampering, and I want to give them the balance. Because with the help, they want you to do the pampering all the time, so that you say like, the help is really nice. But as they're doing pampering 100%, you're losing a child. So I have to give the balance. So stay at home is okay, but it's not something I wanted for myself. Because growing up, I was working all my life. From P7 vacation, I was working. Senior 4, I was working.
Yes, I relate because
So you're telling me now I'm going to sit home with a maid and a toddler every day. You wake up, the person who was doing these things of typing, how much money do you want me to draw?
And
Now
with all
you're
the
telling
attitude, but
me.
plus the
So now
attitude.
you're telling me now can I change diapers every day, and which is okay, it's my baby, but week in, week out, it's not what I wanted for myself. And every time I used to go back to my parents, they would remind me how much money they spent on me, and I'm just sitting there. You're seeing everyone at home is working except yourself. Okay, your husband is providing everything. You can do whatever you want. You can get the money to spend, but you're not working yourself. So, and then the other thing, now the passion comes in. I feel like I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. I'm applying for jobs, it's not easy. I'm like, let me be at home and figure out. I'm going to start my own business. My husband is promising me, I'm going to give you capital. You start. What do you want to start at? So how did I start creating spaces or decorating spaces? Like I told you, the place I was in wasn't as beautiful as I wanted it to. So I embarked on this journey with my passion and then a little background from home. My father loved beautiful spaces and he was buying decor pieces, so we played with that. We change, he changes like that. So now I start decorating my space with no resources at all because I didn't have money. When you're working and you don't have expenses, like you don't have what to spend money on, you keep buying shoes, you keep buying bags, you buy dresses. So I was working, but when I reached a time when I need now to see my savings, they were not there. The truth is, they were not there. Thank God to a husband who was available. And now I will be on Pinterest. Oh, go and see things. And I'm like, that is the chair I want, and the table, and the area rug. So all that burden went back to my husband. I wanted to create a beautiful space, but I was pointing everything to him. And along the way, I created I made a lot of mistakes. Bought a rug that was not child friendly, yet I had a baby crawling around. It was a fur that was so fluffy and white. So I ended up giving it away because even it was frustrating the maid. When I'm not there, she has to make sure the child is not sitting in the rug. Maybe they roll it away, and when you come back, they are now pretending that. As I told you, on the journey of spicing my space, making it beautiful, and something I really wanted and loved, I made a lot of mistakes, like I told you. Bought things that didn't fit. There's a time I bought a table that was really very big. They brought it in and it was taking all the space. The baby could not even crawl around. So I was like, I'll take it back. The carpenter tells me I'm going to sell it and give you back the money. That is now like 7 years ago. I'm still waiting for the person to sell it. It means, okay, when he said that, I thought it was honest. But my husband, when he came back, I told him they bought the table. It was so big, so now he says he's going to sell it and make another one or give us the money. I was like, just forget it. Because the carpenter delivered. But now that the fact that we didn't take measurements, it didn't fit. That's why I keep telling people, take measurements. Calling an interior decorator, it might feel like you're spending a lot, but now I lost the table. If I called in someone who knew how to go around it, they would take the measurements, see if it will fit, see if it matches my lifestyle, because different seasons in life call for different spaces. There's a season where you're not going to work with fragile things. You're not going to put a vase there. You're not going to put decor everywhere because you have a chronic baby. But I'm not asking you, I'm repeating, please don't remove everything just because you have babies. Leave some things there that are okay, because as they grow up, the curiosity, like, I've seen that one, It's not something new. But if you start placing items when they are 3, because now you believe they can go around the space, curiosity is going to move in and they'll be like, ah, what is that pink thing they just added? Can I touch? Can I feel? As they're checking it out,
Very cool.
It's going.
yeah. Yet if they pass there every day and they see it, they're like, ah, that is part of the family. So you just let it be. So that's how I started the journey of spicing spaces, from my passion of wanting to have a beautiful space for myself. I made my space beautiful in the capacity I was in and the finances available. And then I started with family and friends. I was like a mad woman. I would call you and I would call my sister, she had a beautiful home. I would tell her, I'll come this week and next week on this date and this date. We're going to organize, return the chairs, return the bed, return this, and then we create a different ambience. And then I'll call my friends and ask them, can we do this? I wasn't expecting payment because now it was passion, and I also wanted to build like a CV. Let's call it a CV. And people are asking, have you done any places with the photos of your family and friends? So it is okay to go out and not earn, but get the you practice and also get knowledge and also get to do that real thing, not just looking at it on Pinterest and you're like,
I can
can't
actually do
it,
this, I can
but
actually
now
do this.
try
Yes.
and get to the market and see that I thought it would be this much, but it's a little expensive or it is even cheaper. That's how I started. Opened up a Facebook page, people followed me, and then I got, and I kept being in their faces. Sometimes they call you mad, you're dancing on tunes on TikTok, and then you're telling them, see your bed there. Yeah, we danced on
This
tunes.
curtain is going to do
Yeah,
it.
we are dancing on tunes, but as for me, I'm not just dancing. I'm dancing like a madman, like I'm marketing what I can do. Yeah. So if you are doing money dress up with me, I'll dress up and then be like meeting, consultation, site visit. You're saying, okay, I'm trying to let you know. I'm trying to let you know that this is what I do. So it is okay. It's okay to act like to do things that people won't understand. But if you yourself you know what you want to get out of it, it's okay. Because when I started, my mom was like, and I told me you're always dancing on TikTok. What? I'm like, Mom, I'm dancing, but I'm looking for clients. You can look for them without being like, because in lockdown we were like, we were crazy. Every trend that would come, you would jump. So many the bit of brush.
Yes, and then become glowing.
So we did all those trends, but you want people to see the background of the house and be like, oh, your house looks good. I can tell your house. As I say, oh, your house, I like the mirror behind. I like what. They're like, okay, I can order for you because I'm a home decorator. I can help you also turn your house and give you this. Like, give me your number. So some of the things you see people doing, but they're doing it for something else.
So for how long have you been doing it? What could you tell someone who is actually wanting to do something but is still laying back?
Now is the time. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Start. Start. And then it's not a bed of roses. I'll be lying if I said it's a bed of roses. It is hard. The days where you're going to question what you're doing. Yeah, that one is not even going to cost you. But there are days when you're going to make a loss that is bigger than even the income you plan to make. Like you buy a chair, you order for a chair for a client, and they don't like it at all.
Yes.
But now, that is with you because you told this client, I'm going to provide this. You took that to a carpenter, and they produced something different. Client wants this. Goes back and said, I want exactly this. This is not what it is. So you have to reproduce and give clients something at your own.
So, Madam Georgina, what have you used in this profession?
What have I done?
What have you used in this profession?
First of all, I made friends. I've made friends. That is a very big investment because, yeah, I'm bubbly, I talk, but with friendships, I'm like, I'm laid back because that chapter of my life is not so good. So I've made friends that are really genuine. They will watch my back. And then the other things, I've gone places. I know if I had any, like when you know, if I wanted to go to that office, I know someone there. so I have that. And then the other thing, I've built a career. It's no longer a passion. Because later on in life, like I didn't tell you, I took a course. Because remember, I studied entrepreneurship. I have a bachelor's in entrepreneurship. Yes, it helps with managing the business and the other things in admin, but to affirm myself that what I'm doing is just not passion, I needed to take a course. So I did a course in interior design. So now it is a career. I built a career out of this, and I'm making money. I'm not going to lie. I'm making money out of it, and it has given me happiness. Like I'm happy. I'm in a place where I know this is what I want. I'm not changing tomorrow. I like what I do.
So this channel is big on youth empowerment. So what would you tell a youth on how to can influence the environment, the space they live in, that includes the people they surround themselves?
Okay, for the youth, first of all, how you can influence, you should be the change you want. The change you desire to see should start with you. If you believe you want to stay in a clean environment, a place that is organized, a place that is beautiful, can you start with your own self? Even you at uni, start with your hostels. You say, I'll do that when I get my own place. And then you get out and you get an apartment and you're like, I'll do that when I build my own space, my own house. So can you start? Because you don't know how long you're going to stay in that space. And you want it to be accommodative and comfortable. Like let's say what a hostel. If it is clean, you're going to read better when you're in a calm environment and all you're looking at is clean. You concentrate more. But if you're seeing pile of things here and there, it is hard. Even just looking for an item, like if you're looking for your, let's say, examination card in a pile of papers, you're going to waste time as you're looking for it. But imagine you knew where your coursework is, you knew where all your things are, and you know when I'm done, I place my card here. You don't have to waste time. You've organized your space, you've spiced it. You just pick your card and go for it. You go in for an examination. But if your space is not organized, you're going to waste time looking for items. You're going to be less productive and less creative because your brain will freeze when you see clutter. So let's be the change we want and go for it. If you want something really bad, you know what? When you put your head down, you're like, if you want it really bad, now is the time to just go for it.
So as we wrap up,
I hope you people who are watching have been motivated and inspired by this lady. So, Madam Georgina, which advice would you give to the youth, like young people who are out there, ladies who are there, anyone, them about making up their spaces just for the betterment of their life? Because it is as it is said.
Okay, for the ladies and the youth out there,
Yes, in terms of our mental health, as
Yeah,
the
in
topic
terms of our
was.
mental
So
health.
how is it going to help their space and how you do things? Pass a word to them, how their space is actually going to impact their mental health.
okay, how it's going to impact your mental health. When you're in a clean and organized space and a beautiful space, you're happier. You're happier. Have you realized when you buy a new dress, you want to go out?
Yeah.
You want to put on that dress
sleep in it.
and go out. So that will happen if you have a beautiful home. You want to feel that is. So that it's not like you want to show off, but you want people to come and enjoy this beauty you're also in. And as we come to your place, you throw a party, your hostel, you're going to interact, you're going to share. Like the burden you have on your chest and everything, if you're dancing and having chats with friends, you're going to calm down. Mental health, you're now feeling better. You're feeling happier. Okay? But if your space if your space is dirty, even me just saying, Manage, let me tell you, you'll be like, because she visited last time. Should have told me straight. Should have told me straight. But I'm just saying it. I don't even remember your home was dirty when I visited. It is affecting your mental health, it's affecting how you're going to relate with me. because I mentioned it, it might have been innocently, but now that you know what is at home, so protect your mental health and do things that make you happy. Do things that make you happy. Clean, organized. By the way, it's not so expensive. Some of the things is by decluttering. You're keeping a lot of clothes that don't fit. You're like, I'm going to lose weight. But you keep putting your burger.
Exactly.
You eat your Rolex, and then you're not working out, and you're like, I will lose weight and I'll fit back in that purple dress. So you keep it, you keep it, you keep it, and you never lose weight. And then you're just buying other clothes. You're like, you're adding on the purple dress. Then others you're buying bigger. They're like, I'll take to my tailor. They'll fix it somehow, and then they don't get to take it there. So declutter every after 6 months. Be like, out with the old, in with the new. Or every time you buy something, you can declutter and be like, I brought in a new dress. Let me check what I'm going to put on for like 6 months. So that you create space. These things that are happening, they don't happen overnight. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. And what you're seeing today, the dirty, disorganized homes, okay, I don't want to call them dirty, the unpleasant, disorganized home have not happened just like overnight. It has been a pile every day, every day, every day. Imagine when they give you water bill, the water bill, because remember now I saved us from that. Every day they give you a water bill, you know where to place it. Have you seen that time?
Yeah.
But do you need those bills after paying?
You don't.
Yeah.
You don't need those bills. You don't need those bills. Accountability is the mobile money you've sent.
Yes.
You have a screenshot. It is on your phone. The phone is just seated there. You don't need. So these things are just happening every day. The habits you do, the small habits that you're taking on every day are going to lead into. They're going to lead you somewhere where your mental health is damaged a lot and you don't even know where to start. Like you're buying the clothes, piling them. Over time you look at them and you don't know where to start. You feel like I've not even put on this. There's a lot of money I spent on it. But if you did it every like 6 months and it doesn't pile, it will be something easy. Like cups, plates, they're cracked, they're chipped, but you keep keeping them.
You keep use them to keep sugar or put flowers in them.
You see, it
utilize
is the
it for
small
another
habits
thing.
that you should start telling yourself that, you know what, before I sleep, let me do the dishes. It feels good waking up early in the morning and you're moving into a clean space. The mental health, you're not using your productive hours to do dishes. Imagine your productive time when you should be doing your what do you call that, winter time, and then you wash the cups. You'll be like, I can't use my productive time to wash the cups, and then you leave them, you go for lectures, or you go somewhere, and then you find that mess, and even the smell now is added. So before you sleep, wash your cup, wash your plates, clear the sink, go to bed. You wake up in a clean space, and now it's going to motivate you. You're going to even think clearer. The space is clean. Mental health, like these small habits, that they might look so small, but the impact is big on your mental health. So I don't believe spicing up your space for your mental health is something big. It is just a decision. You're just a decision away to having a better life with your mental health and peace. Because there are things we don't have control over, like a heartbreak. You don't know if this guy really loves me. You're like, you're just listening to what he's telling you. You're not even sure. But you know, if I wash these cups and the place, you definitely know, if I wash these cups, clean the surfaces, did the laundry and remove them out of that chair and over off the bed, definitely I'm going to get a clean space. It is automatic. There's no other way. There's no other way. So I believe these things that we can do, and we know if we did them, the result is positive. Let's just do them.
Thank you so much, Ms. Georgina. It was such a wonderful time and fruitful talk. You're just a decision away from clearing the space, from putting your mental health into place. It's just a decision that you have to take today. Otherwise, thank you for listening in. Make sure you subscribe, share, and like. Have a blessed day.
Bye bye.